Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Jessica, 2018 is another important year. Although you don't have as many events, but you want to stay in tip-top shape. What's the plans for you now that we're in 2018 for 2018?
So we have a few different events that we're going to. There's nothing major this year, but we do need to go to competitions to qualify for our major events next year. So we're going to like Switzerland again, and then I have training camp next month, which will be kind of the kickoff to the season. And I'm very fortunate that Tokyo has signed on to sponsor me again this year. So I'm very, very grateful for that.
Now, they've been a supporter of you for quite some time and really helped that push that you've needed. But over the years, you've grown in stature. You've grown around the world. You have another athlete, Flora Duffy, another female athlete. But when you go places and people recognize Jessica Lewis, how special is that for you to be recognized for your accomplishments?
It's pretty cool. I mean, even today, my sister and I went to lunch, and I could hear people at the next table like, "That's Jessica Lewis." And I'm just like, some people think that I can't hear them, but I do. But yeah, it's pretty amazing. Yeah, and just to get awareness of parasport out there has been awesome.
Now, you're not alone in that and championing that call, especially in Bermuda. But over the next few years, especially heading to Tokyo, a lot's riding on the shoulders. Yeah. How broad are they?
I mean, I'm really nervous, but I've just got to stay focused and just go out there and race how I know I can race, and hopefully I've developed a little bit more muscle strength and just continue working on that. And I have 2 more years before that, so we're hoping to knock down some goals before then.
Now, obviously, you have to go back and defend that Parapan record time and gold medal. How are things shaping up, especially for that? Because that's one of the first ones before we get to the Olympics.
I mean, I feel like I'm in really good shape going into that as well. And I think we kind of just have to see how 2018 goes. And then that will kind of tell me where I'm at this year and then what I need to work on to hopefully defend it next year. Yeah.
Now, there was some talk of you possibly doing a few marathons this year, or half marathons. Any chance of doing the Bermuda?
I thought about it, but unfortunately I won't be able to now just because of the racing schedule, because I'm graduating in June, so I have to go to another race in May to make up for one that I'm going to miss for my graduation. So not this year, but hopefully sometime soon.
Bermuda's a tough course to talk about. You're going to do a half marathon, unlike in the US and Canada, some places where it's a lot flatter. I'm not saying there aren't any hills, but the mountains that you would have to climb in Bermuda become a bit more challenging. But if you were to do something of that nature, would you use that more as a training purpose to build muscle and build strength going over hills?
Yeah, definitely. We would do a lot of training on hills before I would even think about going into that, but definitely using it as a training opportunity and hopefully get stronger.
Well, Jess, we know it was a sad occasion in 2017 with the passing of Coach Ken. But where are we now as far as you training coaches and so forth?
Yeah, losing Ken was crazy. Yeah, I felt really lost after that, and but luckily right now we're kind of moving forward, and his son Curtis Tom, who is a racer as well, has signed on to help coach us, and we also have some support from Athletics Canada, just because I train with mainly Canadians, so we have a lady, Lisa, that's come on board to help us as well, and Rick Reilly, which is another coach for Canada, is helping us write training plans right now, so we kind of have a team of coaches helping us stay forward, because we know that Ken would be mad if we missed a practice. So
now, styles are different for everyone, obviously. So how are you adjusting to the new style?
It's taking some time. We're kind of in a weird phase, I think, right now of just trying to figure out where we are fitness-wise, I guess, and endurance-wise, and just trying to work out the different training plans and how it can fit into kind of what we're used to, but also being a little bit different to challenge us.
All right, well, Ken's behind you saying, get to it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.